so amazing, don't you love it? It's so favorite. And it feels like we already made it. But the clock is ticking, stay patient. And we keep it real, but they be faking. They say it's so amazing, don't you love it? It's so favorite. I'm feeling recharged, energized, on the verge of something epic, see it in my eyes. Don't be surprised when I bring this dream to life. OMG explosion, so revealing, almost TMI. To take it at one time, they tell me cut to tell the lacerate with every line. I'm still in watches, excuse me, I mean I take my time. Sit back and watch it, a better movie you couldn't write. No way to move me out the way, it push me to the side. Feeling quite out the belly, yeah, now it's time to ride. On my enemies, the biggest one's my enemy. So overcritical of my mistakes, I tend to be. So much attention at one time and I'm missing to peace. If you don't watch it, doves cry inside your inner peace. I'm feeling like a prince, Niccolo, trying to be the goers and I'm Piccolo. I know it's gonna be difficult, but homie, you gon' take it when I'm done. It feels like we already made it. But the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake. And they say it's so amazing, don't you love it? It's so favorite. And it feels like we already made it. But the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake. And they say it's so amazing, don't you love it? It's so favorite. Yeah, all to time, it's time to get it.
Light and Blaze.
What's going on, bro?
Let me put this in here. This in here right now. Copy that. Text.
What's going on, bro?
I'm gonna do Light Bleezy. Let me turn this shit down.
Everything good?
What's good, man? I can't. Oh shit! Hold up. Speaker ain't on. You can hear me?
Everything good?
There you go, man. What's good with you, bro?
About to watch this game.
I know, man. I'm about to DVR this shit and probably watch it after the show or in the morning, man.
Yeah.
But dang, man, this is gonna be a series right here, man. Shit.
I hope you take this game tonight.
Huh?
I hope you take this game tonight.
Oh yeah, man. I hope we do shit. Man, we got to. But nah, it's cool, man. I know you was mad about the Heat, man. They just got hit with them injuries, man. I'd say that's the only reason, but.
But then also, my brother, it's a good thing because the team we had was decent, but it wasn't a championship team. So I'm glad that we lost the Eastern Conference Finals, so we'll make the changes to make us a championship team.
Yeah,
so
y'all don't want to pull a Portland.
We Boston, that would have been an excuse for everybody to stay on the team.
Yeah, you're right. Like if they lose, they got to run it back. Cause you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. It's
so,
like
they had an interview with Pat. Pat said, he gonna make some changes. So we'll see how it goes. But that just lets us know that we got to make some changes. This team ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, I agree. They got a squad. You know what it's like watching It's like watching my team and watching the Heat. It's like starters was the play. They got squads. It's them benches where y'all, you got to fill out them benches, man. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Like we deep as hell. It's like every time somebody come off our bench, you probably roll your eyes if you're on the other team. Like, Aldo Porter, like, oh, great.
But they're a team who build. You know what I'm saying? They build. All their players. They draft them and they build their organization like that. So like you said, a player you might not know now, but in a couple games later in the season or your next season, you can be like, okay, that's who that is. I see what I picked.
And the funny thing is, and I watch all 82 games. I say that shit probably every season, not every season, because the last two seasons we had 82 games. But I definitely watched all 82 this season, and like it ain't no surprise. Like nobody, and I watched all the games the last 3 seasons. Honestly, when Jordan Poole was a rookie, I watched all them games too. And we had Omari Spellman and all these bums, man, Kelly Oubre and shit. And anybody who been watching Dubs games see like it ain't no accident, ain't no fluke. Jordan Poole, he put in the work. He wasn't looking like no all-star his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? They just saw the potential. You know what I mean? And then developed it. Same thing with Draymond. All them dudes is late picks. 28 overall and shit like that. Draymond like a 33 overall pick. Clay is like a 7 or an 11. All these dudes is dudes who anybody could have had. They wasn't Zions. They weren't like Zion Williamsons when they came out of college. You know what I'm saying? Not even Curry.
And even at front, off Rick, I forgot the coach that they had, the black dude. Can't remember his
Mark
name.
Jackson.
Mark Jackson. So even when they had Mark Jackson, they they were doing their thing, but they still didn't trade him. You know what I'm saying? They built the organization. They said, okay, we're gonna work around you. We ain't just gonna give up on you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna believe in the vision.
Yeah.
And they stuck it out. And look where they at now. You know what I'm saying? They got a homegrown built organization. You know what I mean?
And remember how the Lakers, like, they had a chance to re-sign Caruso and they let him go to the Bulls or whatever for cheap. The Warriors take care of their people too, even people who ain't stars. Like Looney could have got all day. I mean, he's on like a $2 million a year deal right now, but like another team would have let him slip. You know what I'm saying? And just thought, oh, we can get somebody else to be Looney. You know what I'm saying? They respect that loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we'll see how that shit play out tonight though. That loyalty don't score a point. We'll see. But I do think we can beat Ball. I think game 1 was the fluke, honestly. Not to say we're gonna blow them out, but I think we got their number though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They're a damn good team, Boston, but I don't think they're championship yet.
I don't see it, man. And again, I would say the same thing. It comes to that bench, man, because for them, they go toe for toe with us. But as soon as Marcus Smart telling them sit down, it's like who they got that's shooting off their bench consistently. That's gonna do that shit in the finals game.
But not only that is Golden State, they have experience, playoff experience, championship experience. It's a whole other level, you know what I'm saying, from regular game to championship NBA finals. You know what I'm saying? It's more pressure.
A whole nother level, yep.
Have that experience, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that plays a part too.
I can't wait to see it, man. Then the one factor, man, that nobody can really control is who gonna get hit them shots. You know what I'm saying? Some nights you hitting, some nights you missing everything. So it's depending on who come out and is drilling them things. That could change the whole game because both of us shoot a hell of threes. So we'll see, man. I don't know, man. What you been up to this week, bro? I'm gonna we can come back to this shit later when more people get on, man. But this movie thing, man. How long did you spend writing? Like, I guess writing the script.
I would say just the whole from the concept, conception, just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Started me and my partner, my homeboy, we were just talking over, kind of like how we talking now, just drink, smoking, and it was something. Matter of fact, and then I want to come, you know what I'm saying, to your show first before I put out to the main BX. But the when I was writing the hotel threads and stuff like that, and I later on did the bus driver. That was kind of like the precursor. And I had a couple people hit me like, man, you need to either write a movie or you need to write a book. And I was telling my guy that, he was like, well, man, I got an idea for a project, and we just talked about it. But to answer your question, it's been about 5 6 years, just talking about the pandemic set us back a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, about a couple of years as far as conception, the actual script from pen to paper probably took me about maybe 2-3 months, maybe. But just because we were talking about it so much, so it's just we take it from my head and put it on paper. But yeah, man,
that's the move, man.
Yeah.
And like now, I mean, a lot of these shows and stuff and movies that you see, like not just Netflix, but a lot of the free streaming services and stuff like Pluto, man, like you really can sell your movie you can really get your movie produced. There's people waiting to buy this product. It's not like even 10 or 20 years ago where you only had 5 studios to shop your movie to. Now there's all these indie studios now. That used to be indie studios and your movie would be nowhere, but now these indie studios and your stuff will be on Amazon, it'll be on Netflix, it'll be on Hulu, whatever it may be.
And back in the day, as far as production, everything was on those big, tapes, whatever they call them, reels.
Yeah.
So you had to have a specialized camera. You had to have somebody. Now you just go to Best Buy. You go get copy your Red camera, copy your Black Magic, you know what I'm saying? And you got somebody who's willing to go, just like, I don't know if you've ever heard of Money and Violence.
I have heard of that. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so you get your camera, get you some people and say, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put that on YouTube, and then just hopefully it blow, you know what I'm saying? And then Netflix, like you said, those different platforms, they come to you and say, okay, let's work out a deal where I license, only your show on this platform because I see you have a gathering, a following, So that's the end of the game. Just like, with Instagram and your followers and shit like that, that's the end of the game,
Mm-hmm.
The more followers you have, they're going to come to you,
It's big facts, man. And if you remember, that's how the new reboot for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air started. Some dude just made his own trailer. Like, it was just not even a joke, but just like a what if type of thing. And he produced the shit out of it, though. You know what I'm saying? And it was like they were like, "Yo, we really could just run with this, man." I don't know how he's involved in the show, but I know he got paid. He had to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Some kind, even if it wasn't like.
And I actually read up his story because we were trying to do something similar, whereas create like a little 5 minute, trailer or whatever. But that dude there, because he's a director, he already has some, some stuff on his belt. But he spent 25 grand just on that 5 minute, 5 minute clip trailer, whatever you want to call it.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
He put it out there and just the word of mouth, the buzz, and then they came. Will Smith and his company came to him and said, "Okay, I want you to be, I don't know if he's the director or the producer or whatever."
He's involved.
Yeah, he's involved some kind of way. It's just like, okay, I want you did that with 25 grand. Okay, let's see what you do with 250,000 or those 2 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like that, So,
I love seeing shit like that where somebody can just make somebody rich, man. I mean, for real. And this shit can happen if you put yourself out there. I was watching. It had to be game 2 of the finals because we was at home. Game 1, they were both. Oh, damn, they were both at home. But no, we were celebrating. That's why it had to be game 2. Okay, because we lost game 1 at home. So game 2, this finals, right? We win the game, and then, after the game, they got Chuck. No, it wasn't chucking them out there. Yeah, it was. Is this finals? Why was chucking them out there, bro? I thought Inside the NBA was done during the finals, man. But was this the last series I'm talking about? It had to be the last. Okay, it's closeout game versus the Mavs. That's what it was, because they had to be on TNT. Okay, closeout game versus the Mavs. We beat them at home, right? And after the game, it's some dude in the crowd going crazy with this like real unique horn. I don't know if you saw this scene, right? But Shaq finds it, I guess, during the commercial break and gets one from the guy. The guy has a bunch of them he done gave out in the crowd, right? And so Shaq keeps blowing the thing, and Ernie's like, "What's that?" And then Shaq holds up a bit. He's like, "It's fanhorns.com." He says, "See that guy down there? I love this guy." He said, "I'm about to buy your company. I'm gonna make you a millionaire." But he was dead ass. You could tell Shaq was serious. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Oh, I love this." And I was like, man, that's like, you gotta put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? That guy went to that game. Maybe he was a Warriors fan, maybe not. But he's like, I guarantee he probably wasn't a Warriors fan. He's like, "I got these fan horns. It's a game. Maybe I get on TV if I give them these things out.
that, he probably had like a little following on, Indiegogo on here, Instagram and social media. So Shaq already knew about that, that the word just, fan horn is stuck in his head. And then, like you said, he seen him at the game, like, "Oh, I heard that you here? Yeah, bro. We're going to talk, I'm going to invest because I already been hearing some shit about your company."
That's right. Almost the same way advertising works, like we just putting it in your head. So when you go in the store, "Oh, yeah, Tide, I know that brand, That's how it is. You're like, "Oh, yeah, I heard of that." It's the same with music, right? People don't want to hear, nobody ain't heard of. You go in and see the show, you're like, "Okay, cool." Somebody give you some shit, you're like, "I ain't heard of that. I don't want to hear that." You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, then, you also again with the following, they're gonna come to you because it's social media, easy to find. You know what I'm saying? The word of mouth come. I can just go to Instagram and say, "Okay, boom, fan horn. Oh, there's the Instagram page. Boom. Hi, this is Shaq. I got the check, the blue check. I'm verified. I want to invest in your company." Something like that. You know what I'm saying? 5 minutes. Well, back in the day, you had to go find this person's person and this person's person and send them
another thing. Yeah. Personal assistant. You got to get a contact number, and talk to my people and. You're not wrong at all, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So with the internet and social media shit like that, the game will change. You know what I'm saying? So
you're not wrong. It's like movies. It ain't really new. Like, I guess movies now is kind of like where rap was, like in the 2000s. Like where everybody figured out Fruity Loops, everybody figured out Logic. Everybody's like, "Shit, all you need is Pro Tools." You know what I'm saying? A blue mic, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Monitor.
Yeah, and the same thing with movies. It's like I said, you go get your camera, you go download Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere. Mm-hmm. You can edit. You know what I'm saying? You download a couple other softwares. You know what I'm saying? And boom, I edit my own shit. I shoot my own shit. Then I got YouTube. That's free. Boom, I upload it. We good. And I did it all in house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it's crazy how far we done came. Like you said, it used to be. Just the expenses to make a movie, just to get like the right camera, just to get the right lights, it was already backbreaking. Like, you talking about raising millions of dollars, to shoot a B movie, not even like a great movie. And you can.
Okay, man, iPhone.
I was about to say you even got to get a credit camera.
Yeah.
Man, you can shoot it, but that's a pain. I be thinking when I see those things and they like we shot this whole thing, I'm like, oh, that's a goddamn pain, bro. This thing is. I can get a camera if I'm shooting a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, but it's the point that if you had enough expertise and you know how to finesse it, you know what I'm saying, you could. You shoot the fucking movie on the same phone, you know what I'm saying, you carry around in your pocket every day. And you ain't gotta go buy, 50,000, 25,000, whatever.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Movie,
you gotta buy no storage or nothing.
Yeah.
So that's
then,
cool.
I don't know if you remember, I'm pretty sure you did Blair Witch Project. That set the precursor because they made that shit on like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Did all that shit they sell, made the whole movie for like 10, 20 grand.
Yeah.
And went out and made multi-millions. You know what I mean?
Went into the woods and just was like, let's go.
Yeah. And that's the precursor. They're like, hold on. We ain't got to spend all this money and we could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something simple like that. Like, yeah.
And it's the same. It's funny, bro, how the rap game done changed. It's like go back to, I guess, the example everybody used is like the Biggie Hypnotized video. Forget how much they said they spent making that video, but it was like a ridiculous amount of money they spent. It was in the millions, I think.
Yeah.
The yacht, the driving backwards on the freeway. You got to pay to shut down the freeway to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how helicopter, because back then, now we got it with drones.
Yeah. That's a helicopter shot.
They have drones, so they had to rent a helicopter.
Yeah.
And the helicopter was just a dude, you know what I'm saying, holding the camera, and they drive it, you know what I'm saying? And that's just, if you get into one shot, you might say, okay, go again, get it again, let's do it again. You doing it. And all the whole time you renting this helicopter. So point being, they spent a lot of money back then, you know what I'm saying, on all aspects to try to make that like a, you know what I'm saying, like a movie scene. Like a movie scene.
And peep game. First of all, shout out Herb Mathis, man. I see you plur. What's going on with you, bro?
What's that?
Ain't nothing, man. We just talking about how the game done changed with movies and shit. How movies now and is like how rap was in the 2000s. Like how everybody figured out, how to get their own studio and shit. You don't need major budgets and stuff,
Oh, definitely.
And I was about to say that it's like the Hypnotized video. They spent all that money on that video, right? Back then, you spent all this money on the video just to get. You didn't even make money off videos back then, bro. Off views, you just spent all that money on the video just to get niggas to want to like kind of listen to your song to buy the album, right? And like it's the opposite now. Chief Keef came in and flipped the game basically, and all the Chirac dudes and said, you know what? We're gonna take an iPhone in the alley out here, flash our guns, make a 3-minute video. And you know what I'm saying, and we gonna get more money on. We gonna spend $20 on this damn video, and we gonna make fucking 20,000 on views.
So like, when you say was Chief Keef or Soulja Boy first, which one?
First of all, fuck Soulja Boy. Everybody in Atlanta know that you stole my brother's song. That's why we get more money than you now, and you can't make no music nowhere, nigga, because you's a bitch. So fuck Soulja Boy. If I ever see this nigga, it's on site for the rest of my fucking life, nigga. On God. So that's how I feel about that bitch ass nigga.
Listen, I'm with all that, man. But tell me the song exactly, because I think I know what you're talking about.
It's the song. It's Crank That Soulja Boy. You want to know the real song? My brother made the real song. Go type in Crank That Roosevelt on YouTube, man. And my brother now, he managed 21 Savage. We get real paper now, man. So fuck that nigga, man. You bitch ass nigga, you. I see that nigga. It's still on site for the rest of my life, bro. Never.
Man,
that shit will never be dead.
Like that, man.
That shit will never be dead, bro. That shit will never be dead, nigga. I see you. It's on site. You ain't gonna see me.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie though. Like way back in the G, like on Lounge and shit, bro. I got into it with one of his flunkies, man. Some country nigga he was supposed to be from your side of town, but he was living in Griffin. I don't know.
I don't know where he from, man. I don't know where he from.
But like I said, his flunky, bro. It was like he was. Like I said, he supposed to be from the east side, but he was at high school in Griffin. But home just did the most and just talk crazy. He was like, what? And like, he was doing shit for internet cops back then. Like,
that's right.
So he had beef with some nigga down here named Parkway Red, some Plato nigga or whatever.
He's suburban. He been a suburban ass nigga, man. And this nigga, and the song that he made, bro, if you listen to the Crank That Roosevelt song, it's the same song, and all my brother, everybody they put Soulja on the end of it. I mean, he basically ran off and remade the song and, like changed it just enough. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even really know if he changed it just enough or if it was just that back then, them niggas wasn't up on no like lawyer game and copyrights and all that shit. You feel me?
No, not back then. That's like Straight That Jones.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And this my little brother I'm talking about. I mean, when they made this song, this nigga was 15. Them niggas wasn't up on no copyright shit. You feel me? This 2006. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So niggas just making music, niggas making music in the studio, having fucking fun, and working as promotion and shit on the weekend. They had no idea about like copyrights and BMI and all that shit, so they got fucked. And like I said, but now it's funny how shit go in the long run when you start your career off on some bullshit. Like you know what I mean? You gone now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You wanna know who my little brother is? Go on Instagram, look up at Mega Meezy. You know what I'm saying? So. That's how that go, man, for real. But anyway,
I ain't surprised though. Like I said, man, and that's why he does the most. I guess on social media nowadays because of that shit.
Man, that's people, and he one of the people who started it. It's kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? He started, like you said, that whole like clout chasing kind of like starting beef that you kind of know you don't even know this dude type of beefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what? Hurt Madness? You gonna say something to me? I'll beat your ass, boy. And then he'd be like, man, and then they'll go interview Hurt, and he'll be like, honestly, I never even like messaged him online. I don't even know him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, man, that type of shit is goofy.
Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, he's supposed to be from the east side, but he was from Griffin or some shit. The nigga he had beef with, he would pull up like at that house and go and make a video on Facebook.
Yeah.
In front of him at the house.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that shit don't mean nothing, man. You ain't able to do nothing, man. Like, why are you recording that type of shit?
And shout out to the homies in Griffin. There's nothing wrong with Griffin, but I'm just gonna say, like,
no, man. For those that don't know, man, Griffin about that shit.
Oh yeah. For those that don't know, I'm gonna keep it. I'm sure you all know this, but like, I haven't just been to a town yet. They're about that shit. Let me tell you this. It's a hood everywhere, man. Even the little country, little spots, man. But Griffin is not the country. I'm not saying that, but
that's the country.
It's a fucking drive. I know that much. Damn, I just burnt the shell. I need to roll a new blunt, man. This blunt is trash. But anyway, what you been up to, Hurt?
Man, nothing, man. I out here trying to get it. That's about it.
Yeah, man. I dig
it. That's about it, man. Good. Last night, the hot topics on social media.
What's the hot topics going? I'm not really on social media, man, but I appreciate you putting me on game, man. What's the hot topics?
Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan and the whole Trouble situation.
So, now Trouble. I was actually heard somebody say that like in real time. But Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's daughter, right?
Yeah.
What's going on with her and Michael B. Jordan?
I guess they broke up. You know what I'm saying? I think supposedly some to the effect of he tried to propose to after a year. He still want to be young with some shit. Mm-hmm. And everybody like encouraging that behavior and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man,
that kind of good. But, my whole thing is, like I feel like that's the time for the older females to put them on game to let them know what's going on, like down the line.
Yeah.
They're not doing that.
Yeah. Think about, and we all know this, first of all, shout out to Johnny Cage for pulling up to the Spit Knot. Man, what's going on with you?
Yeah, what's good with
What's going on with you, bro? Nothing much. We here just chopping it up, man. And I don't mind talking about some shit like this. And I don't feel like this whole shit, because I was going to spin it, too, to like make a bigger like topic, but like, Herb Mathis was talking about how, he was saying how Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan was breaking up, and he was saying that's time for older women to put him on game. Like, man, leave that hoe alone, man. You know what I'm saying? You trying to marry her and she don't, like.
Well, no. What I meant was like the older female, she told the younger chick about, when you get older, chances of finding these kind of niggas.
Right. I get what you're saying. They should be putting her on game. Like, bro, you passing up, And you know what else though? One thing we all know this, bro, is like as a dude, right? Most women, they want to be married. Like they want to be married, right? So like if they meet a guy that they want to marry, and you like even halfway asking them, they jump in that. If you're like, hey baby, will you? They're like, yes. So I'm saying, like, if you gotta convince,
I was just gonna ask if you want to go to Taco Bell. What you getting so hyped for?
Right? Yeah, baby, would you want to ride with me to Taco Bell? Right. But you know what? Like, so if you gotta like convince a woman to marry you, I feel like she already kind of telling you. I don't mean convince like dating her and putting in work, but I mean like if y'all been together and you ask her to marry you and she on some like I gotta think about it. It's kind of like a no, like.
Nah, that is.
If she ain't jumping at that, it's like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to try to convince you to marry me. I want a woman to marry me who want to marry me. You feel me? Like who want to be, who gonna be happy about that shit. You feel me?
Right.
So,
I mean, I just look at it like maybe she wasn't really rocking with the nigga like that. To
Yes,
actually,
clearly.
like, you feel me?
clearly.
Like,
But
And that could be the case. That could be the case because dude come off as somewhat square. This ain't gonna say he a lame or nothing, but
definitely do. Yeah.
you don't see him out always in the club popping bottles and doing the most. You know what I'm saying? He probably doing his own critical shit, but you don't see him out doing that. So of course that perception. You feel what I'm saying? That perception kind of bothers people much more than anything. It's about how everybody perceives them versus the reality.
And then you know what else too? And this for both men and women is true, man. But like we see them as famous, and as a couple together, you see them as like rich and beautiful and famous, right? And so like women see her with him and think like you got the guy and God, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. What you don't really take into account is like we know this is true, but we just don't like to think about it. But for both the man and the woman, like a high value man and who's famous like Michael B. Jordan, right? He can have Lori Harvey be his girl. She the baddest. She got money, right? Like he'll still fuck a broke bitch, or he'll still fuck a bitch who ugly. Like, you know what I'm saying, and cheat on her, and vice versa, right? She'll literally have Michael Jordan, millionaire, all the women think he all that and all that, and you know what I'm saying, he'll go on her phone and find she's still taking some of the money he give her, and she dropping off to some nigga in the hood, or she's still seeing, you know what I mean, she fucking with some nigga who broke, who ain't got a car. You see what I'm saying? Like real shit. That type of shit happen in them relationships, and we don't see that on the outside when they're just a rich couple. We're like, why don't she want him? And it's like, that type of shit happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think it probably happens more when you deal with a famous person.
But like I said, my main thing is like the older females out there are so bitter and so vengeful. They can't see clearly to be real with the younger generation. They so caught up in trying to compete and take the nigga from them versus being like, okay, you won this, congratulations, now shoot for it. X, Y, and Z, this is what you gotta do. This and the third thing. When you get older, you'll be like us and you realize you fucked up. Like, come on, you should real. A lot of women, even our aunties who are single, that we know that are single, they had the best nigga in the world and he wasn't enough for her. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Men is the opposite. We'll tell the dude, we'll be like, hey bro, you better goddamn marry that girl, you gonna fuck around. We'll tell the dude, like, bro, you better snatch her up, man, you gonna regret.
That's true. And then it's up to that little nigga to listen to that.
Yeah, that's on you, but we'll tell you when you got one. Yeah. Every dude had that moment. You had that moment for another guy when you realize he got that one and he don't realize. You know what I'm saying? You be like, bro, what happened? He telling the story or some shit. You like, wait, I'm sorry. Wait, you said she paid the rent for you that month? You be like, nigga, you better snatch her up. You better stop bitching.
Wait a minute. So we all went down to Black Bike Week and she gave you money?
Right. Wait, you said she recorded?
She bought the bike?
She recorded the twerking video? Wait, what happened? You better snatch that girl up. What?
Make you happy.
I think we got a troll. I'm gonna give you a chance though. Make it good. Make it count. What's good with you? If you a real person, say who you are, and where you from. If you're not a real person, you about to get kicked, boy.
No, you know what?
Got you. Nice try.
Yeah.
It was alright. But the problem is, I knew you was you before you even like got in the room. I still let you in, so you ain't even trolling yet, bro. Like it's basic. Cause I'm like, oh, we got a troll here. Let's let him in. Let's give him a try. Come on, man. Make it a challenge. Make me think it was like, popping. I'm like, yeah. It's Shaq pulling up, and then yeah, I'll be basic. Y'all trolls weak as hell, man. In 2022, step your game up, bro.
The thing is, though, with the trolls, boy, you can type to think of any fucked up thing to say. A lot of them cannot just come on the top of their head and actually do themselves.
That's right. Because you sit there all day waiting to think of a clever ass comment while you at work to make a reply to Light Blaze. 3 hours later, he said some shit to you this morning. BX, you can go, come see this podcast. Think 3 hours to goddamn think of some goofy shit to say to him, So
yeah, exactly.
I feel you, man.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, just that whole topic right there, just watching just basically in social media how females exemplifying that shit. Oh, y'all just mad because she doing what she want to do. She just dating. I'm like, yeah, y'all encouraging this shit. Like, y'all don't know, y'all, when she turn 40 and be used up, that Teddy Blue Book value gonna drop.
Right.
Exactly.
That's right. I mean,
Exactly.
and the thing is, man, a lot of them, like, I really think they don't know. Like, I really think they'll hear this and like, hear this shit, but they don't really know. Like, women don't be realizing this, even when you a dime, like, man, a lot of dudes, no matter how, like, perfect you is, you could be the perfect woman, a lot of dudes is going to treat you like a good time. Like, it's because it's other qualities that really is going to make a man really look at you past a good time. So, they be feeling like they got attention where, yeah, you got 100 dudes in your phone all begging to take you out, but they, you know what I'm saying, they not trying to really, like, hang out with you after that shit. They not really trying, you know what I'm saying, they like,
yo, and then,
you know?
that's true. And on top of that, it's like, let's keep it a stat. Like, yeah, nigga, she bad, but it's like, sure, like, you're not that bad. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
yo.
That's always the case, ain't it?
I could find a chick in Walmart a little better than her.
Ain't that always the case, though?
Come on now. With less to bodies.
And then the thing is, and this is true for men and women, like, whatever your fine is, even if you got a woman that you think is a 10, it's another woman can walk by with a different, like, quality that will still be attractive to you. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely right.
You know what I mean? You be with a total dime, and she might be, like, more on the petite, slim, thick side. You know what I'm saying? You will still be in the mall and see a chick that's low-key, thick, fat, and still look at her ass and be like, God damn. Still like, yeah. And vice versa. You be with the thick fat chick with the crazy booty, right? And and that every other dude, and then you see that slim, petite, fit gym chick walk by, and you still be like, dang, boy, look, you know what I'm saying? She tight, bro.
Oh,
that's how it is. And women do the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you feel me? When they not with the tall dude, they looking over there like, man, ooh, he's so tall. Then when they with the dude that's 6'4", you know what I'm saying, some dude 5'11" across the room, you know what I'm saying, looking like popping muscles and shit, and they like, man, that nigga swole. Women the same way.
But like I said, that time is young. Cause like, you know, my whole thing is like, when you get older, yes, of course, like the eyes of the men is never satisfied, of course, but.
Right.
Y'all, when you get to a certain age, you got something real, you gonna cherish that shit. Like, you come on, we gonna still look. You niggas, you gonna look regardless.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's about action.
If you don't look, that's when there's something wrong. And that's the same for her. Like, I mean, I'd rather you just look. I mean, I've been in the car with a female, and I seen her look at the dude or something in the past. But I'd rather you look than don't look. Pretend like you know. Cause now I know you faking. What else are you faking? You know what I'm saying? Just look.
Yeah.
You know, comment on it. You know what I mean? Whatever. But you gonna look, man. You know what I mean? I'm not even mad. You can't hide, and when you try to hide, that's when it's the worst too. Cause they be looking at you. Know, women would look right at your eyes when another one walk by. They be like,
Yep.
Right.
What was that comedian?
The funny thing is, though, maybe funny as hell. Like, it could be a swole nigga walking in with a gray sweatpants. You catch them chick trying to side eye.
That's funny, man. And
trying to keep a straight crazy. Goddamn.
Yeah.
What's going on? You alright?
You're crazy, man.
Look like you got a little distracted over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you got going on, Johnny Cage? What you been had going on this week, man?
I ain't nothing, bro. Same day, I was just working and chilling, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Regular routine.
Man, y'all, we was kind of talking about it earlier, and we gonna talk about it a few times. That way, anytime if anybody randomly tune in or jump in, they'll kind of hear it. But man, Light and Blaze is actually trying to. I'm gonna put the link in the chat too. Tell them, Light and Blaze, what you got going on, man.
Okay, so yeah, like we was talking beforehand, and I put the link in the chat. And again, I appreciate you too for the, giving the opportunity to just talk about the project. But now, for like we was talking before again, on BX, first I was doing the hotel threads, doing the bus driver threads, and long story short, that got me writing film. So yeah, come to this project here. It's a project we've been talking about for me and my partner, co-writer. We've been working about the last 3-4 years, about 4 or 5 years. Pandemic set us back a little bit. But it's basically set in 1990s. It's about a aspiring pirate radio station DJ or a radio DJ who is prison trying to create his own pirate radio station. But he also fight off rival DJs in Miami. So that's what it's about. We got a crowdsourcing, a crowdfunding campaign because we got the majority of the funds, but because it's a music-based film, the music licensing is really getting us. So we created a campaign not only for the funding, but also for the awareness too. You know what I'm saying? Get the buzz out there and stuff like that. So again, you guys, even if $5, you know what I'm saying, that'll help out. Even if not, cause I understand, gas high and everything like going on right now. And if you can't, contribute, spread the word. You know what I mean?
Nah, niggas put something on the home.
I'm putting something on there. Big facts. Matter of fact, I just gotta make sure I set the alarms. I remember, but I'm putting something on there. Big facts. Don't worry about that, man. And I spread the word too. Like I said, it ain't gotta be on BX, man. You can send that to people in real life that you know.
Right.
So
you know what I'm saying? Share that shit online or something.
Yeah.
So point of the BX because this podcast mostly the people I fuck with outside of the BX. So I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all boys know first, and then I'll post it later on. But basically, also too, I was sitting there talking with somebody and homeboy, and I was like, when you sit and talk about, for example, Cali. I've never been to Cali, but especially back in the 90s, 95, around that time. I can tell you, how they dress. I can tell you about Slauson, Crenshaw. I can tell you about the Low Rock. I can tell you about all that.
Those moves.
South Central. I've seen Boys in the Hood. I've seen Menace to Society.
Yeah.
And I've been, before I go a step foot in New York, I knew about, how they talk, how the Thames, the Fat. I knew about the streets, everything, the boroughs, because I watched, New Jack City and Juice and all these different movies. So I was asking my homeboy, like, okay, so what movies do we have? Like, for example, somebody's out on the other side of the world, and they can say, okay, if you've never been to Miami, you can watch this movie, and this is what it's, not the, the cocaine and the cart. No, that's talking about the real Miami. You know what I'm saying? So
you saw the Pork and Beans project.
Pork and Beans, everybody know that, but that ain't no movie though. I get what you're saying.
Miami Gardens, 183rd. You showing all that shit?
Yeah,
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? I'm glad you said that about not about the coke and the guns. Not to say that like shit don't happen in real life, but it's like there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers in the world just trying to get their grind on. They got nothing to do with that shit, or the only involvement they got with coke is possession. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely right.
That's it. So I'm glad you're touching on that for you, because I hate when people do that with anything or whatever. You know what I mean? It was like when they made the ATL movie, and to be honest, I don't like that ATL movie that much. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking hate that movie.
Okay, fair enough, right? Yeah, I kind of hate the movie too, but it's just weak. It's weak, but not because of what I'm about to say. It's not weak. It's a weak ass script. That script weak as fuck, man. That was a weak ass movie. But the point is, a lot of people hate on it because it wasn't like Boys in the Hood, and because they were skating and shit. I'm like, no, we really skate out here in Atlanta. I own that shit, nigga. We love fucking Go to Glide and shit. But like, I'm glad. I feel like niggas don't like that, right? Like they want to make a movie, but they just want to see ATL and have to be Boys in the Hood in Atlanta, and don't want to see that it's real people, nigga, who was just out here and they beef was petty and nobody died and niggas was skating trying to get girls.
No, man. My whole thing is that shit felt like a goddamn middle school movie, man.
Yeah,
that was the hell they was doing in middle school, man.
Bro, the real ATL movie, is like, nigga, old Nat L involved, Bang Head involved, like the caterers in this building, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be some scenes in Midtown. There's gonna be gay people, like trans people. The real ATL movie.
If the Shy and Power can get away with it, why can't Atlanta?
Come on, man. So I ain't even trying to go front, man. Atlanta's the real ATL.
We got Moonlight. And Moonlight, you know what I'm saying, is a guy jacking a dude off on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
Yeah. I pretty much just gave you the plot of the whole movie. You don't have to watch it now.
Right. And nothing against the movie. Because, dude from the crib, from the house, so salute the dude. I'm representing because he's from Miami. But as far as that movie in itself, that movie could have been in Texas, that movie could have been in California, that movie could have been in New York.
Yeah.
Miami about the movie is just
set back.
You know what I mean? So yeah, the aesthetic. Yeah. So and that's pretty much when you ask anybody, what movie you think is big? You say Scarface or Moonlight, and that's not really, you know what I'm saying?
I get you.
That's not saying.
So you trying to have that staple, man. Have that, or at least that reference. Like, yo, this is Miami. This when you see this movie, you can feel like you can talk to people and reference that street. You know what I'm saying? People will think you've been there, even if you ain't been there. Like you saying, you know.
And like I was saying, point being, going back to ATL, at least, you know, like you said, ATL is kind of like a kiddie, kind of like PG-13 type movie.
Yeah.
But at least it ain't Moonlight. You know what I mean? So.
You know what's funny? I never watched that movie because they said on Judge Book by its cover, but the way that the thing looks when you go to select them, you know, to stream it, the cover, I was like, yeah, I ain't watching that. It's purple.
Now you made the right choice, homie.
Shit, I ain't watching it.
Right.
They shooting the Color Purple reboot right now.
Not because they were like, oh, you know, they make this movie about Miami. So you're like, okay, it's called Moonlight. And you see like the posters around, you see the production. So you're like, okay, I'm going to check this out. And you watching it, you're like, hold on.
Is he jacking this dude up?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on. What movie is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, man, that shit, nah. No, again, no disrespect to Buddy, but you can't call that a Miami movie, you know?
You damn fucking right, man.
Like I said, Alpha Mega guy that was on the song with T.I. said, no disrespect to other cities because we know Detroit, but that movie ATL ain't really what Atlanta is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He made sure he said that shit in that damn song.
Right.
Like, thank you. You snitch ass nigga.
Yo, didn't they stab that nigga daughter up at some club?
No.
This is like way back, like mid 2000s.
Ain't no telling, bro. Like I said, man. But some of them rappers be up and coming, man. A lot of them still be living in the hood.
Yeah.
They got things. They got just like they just now getting 30,000 a show with 15,000 a show. But they name out there. So of course they folks still going to the Cura and Club Crucial, Libra, like the chill spot, like the worst clubs in the world to go to. Like man, what's that club on the east side, man? That was after hour, the Cave, the Yard.
The Cave, man.
Like places like that where you really shouldn't be over there.
The Cave is
like I swear to God, man. Like you know what I mean? So we like up and coming rappers and folks be in the club trying to pop shit because they cousin, brother, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not popping. And shit happens to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they popping.
Yeah.
That's like the same thing when everybody was talking about that last week about Tip Son. I'm like, yeah, Tip Son, keep on your mouth like that. Nobody give a fuck you T.I. Son.
You ain't wrong.
But we get your issue.
Nobody don't give a fuck that T.I. is T.I. So why the fuck would they give a fuck that you T.I. son?
Somebody see Tip, you know what I'm saying? You know, it might give my head nod or dap him up, whatever the case. But they ain't finna go out of the way to be. Oh my God, it's T.I. I'm scared.
Yeah,
right.
Man, I seen a video that still pissed me off to this day, and it was in Atlanta. T.I. pumping gas or something, and some nigga, I guess, asking for autograph. Maybe a nigga was doing a little too much, and T.I. going off on nigga, why you stand so close to me? Like, nigga, you ain't even all that, nigga, relax, nigga, calm down, nigga, before I knock your bitch ass out, nigga, calm down, nigga. Talking about like he asked T.I. I'm like, bro, nobody wants your autograph that bad, T.I. Calm down. I want a deal. I want some money.
I ain't gonna lie. My homeboy, man, like long ass time ago, he was gonna drive to a Popeye. He said like T.I. and Tiny went through there. And she was saying, Tiny was being poor ordering the food saying T.I. just had a funky attitude in the third the whole time. But I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's simple. The few times I bumped into T.I. was telling the homies, they were cool. Like we were chopping up and everything. But I'm like, I don't know, maybe he got a day or something.
Yeah, people had their days, man.
T.I. is definitely the most arrogant rapper I met. But I'm like, that nigga my favorite though. So it's like, hey, I'm glad you can be like that.
No, he a dope rapper, man. I am not a hater at all, man. But I just
but like I said, some of my folks, you know what I'm saying, folks them like on some real nigga shit. So, I might have to be in the right spot at the right time. We all chopping up and kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everything that we love. You know what I'm talking about? So I be like, wow. So yes, it's some days. But like another thing that kills me is like for a rapper that I kind of fuck with, like the coolest nigga you would think that want to be like that is Young Jock. And Young Jock in the damn spots like, what the hell you doing over here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know BX, of course, the whole dress situation, which I feel him, but when he explained it, he said it was it was a bet he lost. That's why he wore the dress. So it is what it is on that. But like I said, like every time he said no, it was all love. He was damn near by himself for the most part.
That's cool.
And so you said drop your father?
Oh no, he definitely signed him, man. Like for real. Like if he was a sucker, especially being from the South Side, it would came out a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? It would have came out a long time ago. Like the type of niggas he was fucking with was some real ones back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He's still tight with him to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't never heard anybody came out basically saying fuck Jock. There probably somebody was saying it, but we ain't never heard of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They ain't say it loud enough to be heard on purpose.
Right. Now, like an arrogant asshole two times, but
Hey, let me ask you this, Hurt.
yeah.
I mean, not like I shouldn't have to say this, but I'm gonna say it because I know somebody on whatever, man. But not asking you to incriminate anybody or anything like that. If you do know anything, not asking you to say anything that specific. I'm just asking like in general. Did like had you heard anything like more on the trouble thing other than it was over some girl?
Nah, but I kind of heard what everybody else heard, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my whole thing to the BX hypocrites on BX, my nigga, ain't nobody perfect, bro. I feel you, niggas get money, niggas can have millions and still be some hood shit. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how you want to dress it up, how you want to put it. Oh, you got this, you supposed to be this. Yeah, it sounds good 20 hindsight. You can all say that shit.
Yeah.
But come on, bro. When you be fucking high, geeked up on the bullshit,
Yeah.
man, fuck it. If she answer the phone, I'm pulling up.
Right. You ain't wrong, bro. And let's keep it real. Like, I think about like I don't want to like. I was just thinking of it like this, man. Like for real, whether you on some bullshit or not, like you can't predict every situation. Whether you have, like you said, you think you know somebody, you go to. I mean, man, it's fucked up.
Man, listen. Every last one of us, and the more guys gonna come in here, we're gonna risk our life to get some pussy.
You ain't wrong.
14 years old.
You ain't wrong because
how many y'all cripping a chick room when the parents is gone with she's still cool and you snuck over there to go fuck her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody did
Think
that.
about this.
You know what I'm saying?
You done met a chick.
You said what?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say she may have you come over like late night. You know what I'm saying? And you climb in the window real quick and get some real quick and dip off. Like that kind of happened. You know what I'm saying? You know we were risking our life for that back then, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think about, bro, I be thinking about the times where shit went right, man. Like, you were on the dating app, you met a chick, you got her number, and like, maybe even if not that day, right? But at some point, she said, "Come through," right? And you went to her house one night, and you went over there, and everything went right. But I be thinking, like, think about them times that I could just easily went over there and was a dude in the closet with a gun, or it was just a dude, period, at the door or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, man. You risking your life, you really is. But then that's just part of life. Like, you gotta take risks. You know what I'm saying?
True, but it's also on the quality of women we decide to go after.
That's what I'm saying. But let's say you on a dating app and you think it's a high quality woman. You don't always know. You see what I'm saying? It ain't always got to be that you were settling for some bird. You see what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying. Like you don't want to put yourself in. You involve yourself with a bunch of birds, you gonna get bird shit.
Yeah.
Anytime you gonna bang in that shit.
Yeah, you heard me. Like, so you ain't wrong, bro. That's really actually really good advice because look, I remember I lived in some apartments like 5 years ago in Clarkston, and this dude, he had a black. I'm assuming it's a guy, by the way. I never actually saw the driver, but when you were pulling to the apartments, one of the first buildings, when somebody had a black. Remember when like Maybach first got bought by BMW or something like that? So it was like the Maybach with a BMW logo. It was crazy. It just
Benz, right?
It's a Benz. I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, it was the black Benz. We had the Maybach. It was crazy clean. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a fucking Rolls Royce, but it's a Benz. And I was just pulling them up, and I had an Audi, and it dropped Audi, and I used to still look at that bitch and be like, damn, that bitch cold.
Yeah.
Man, I'll never forget. I came one day home from work, and I seen that shit was keyed all up, bitch. Calling dude all kind of names and stuff, keyed the whole car up, and I was thinking like it's a certain type of chick who would do that, and you kind of know who she is before she do that shit, before you have an argument with her or anything.
Hey, you know what though? Sometimes you don't find out until you put a dick in.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
That's when you find out.
Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this. Sometimes that's the case. But if she got face tats, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's great concern right there.
If the hair is like bright red, if it's like bright red, man, I'm telling you, it's like, man, I'm telling you
Ladies have
that.
face touch.
Hey, that's my thing right there, man.
And they be like, she be like, my name Kiki, but they call me Glock Kiki.
I bet they do.
Tough ass out of
She, they be like, she the one who really killed King Von and shit.
Right.
Glock Kiki out there on the street niggas. Better watch out for Glock Kiki and goddamn Mac Misha. Your ass. I would love to see some women. You know, that would be I'm gonna give it some women right now. If it's any woman out here watching my fucking stream, bro, I'm gonna give some free game that in the rap industry need this shit and ain't had it ever. But like one time, but the girl was ugly. It was Katie got bands. It need to be 2 chicks, a rap group, and they come out rapping that straight drill shit, straight gunplay. Like, none of this suck dick rap, none of this I'm the best, none of this I got a dick rap, none of this like Nicki Minaj shit.
Me like the female version of MOP or something.
No, like the female version of LA and Rondo. Like,
Yo, it's actually like it's 2 chicks out of New York that's doing that. I got their name though.
I would love to hear that shit, and I don't really like female rappers like that, but I would love to hear that. Would be refreshing to not hear women.
They definitely the female, like they ain't really on the drill, but like they definitely like the female version of MOP.
That would be dope, but I'm thinking more like the female version of Mobb Deep, the female version of LA Capone. You see what I'm saying? Like some Capone and Nori, but like, man, you ain't never seen that. Like 2 bitches come out, bitch a nigga, I pull the 40, you know, like really coming with them bars, like not just on some, you know.
Like, oh nigga, you know them hoes done had some 15 abortions.
Yeah.
This nigga,
It's cold.
Hell, man, she be damn aborted baby herself.
You feel me?
Y'all cold, man.
With bare hands.
I challenge a female rap group to make an album that yo, y'all cold, man. Y'all got issues.
I ain't having this one. Nope, I'm not having
That's pretty.
Where's the stairs at? Don't do that, man. That's cold blooded, man. Gold blooded is what it is, man. It's gold. It's gold blooded is what it is.
I'm just saying, man. They out there, man. We all know one, man.
Yeah, we do. Let's be real.
Some of his own cousin. Y'all like to talk about that, though.
Glock Kiki.
Y'all like to talk about y'all own cousin, man. She ain't shit, man. You scared to drink about your homeboy.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's be honest. You feel me?
You don't want to run none of your homeboys, man.
Question, man. Do y'all go to the gym?
You say, huh?
Do y'all go to the gym?
Used to, but I just bought me like some little home machine.
I'm trying to get back there, man. Fuck that shit.
Have y'all ever had a gym membership and consistently went to the gym, like been a gym goer, even if you don't go now or whatever, like whatever, whether you ran a treadmill or lifted weights or who? Did any of y'all niggas ever go to the gym?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I'm asking for a reason. I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas' health. I'm just playing. It ain't that, but I'm asking because I want to know what y'all think. What you think gym etiquette is, or if it's like certain things that you think is do's and don't do's in the fucking gym, man.
I tell you this, man. No grown man should wear a damn hoochie daddy shorts in the gym. I
think that's fair.
Write that down. That's rule number 1.
I think that's only a thing in the social media world. Nobody.
Nah, I seen it all, man. I go, look, man. I be in the gym about 6 days a week, and I fucking seen it all, man.
I ain't been up in this mall in a couple months, man. I bet if I go to the day, man, it's gonna be half the mall gonna be full of hoochie daddy shorts. You can tell who straight and who gay in that motherfucker.
You can't.
Oh,
I can say that because I'm from here.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. It's
That's why I don't go to Lennox Mall that much. There's plenty of the malls go to beside Lennox, but everybody go to Lennox.
don't go to Lennox, man. Don't go to Lennox. It's overrated. It was the spot 25 fucking years ago.
yes, it was. Back in '97.
That shit was the spit. Not back then, nigga.
I ain't gonna
2007,
lie,
that shit was the spot.
Listen, hey man, somebody can get offended. I apologize to get offended. Oh God, you can attest to this. It didn't get weird, man, until that Katrina victims came up here.
Until what?
The Katrina victims came up here.
They fucked it all up. That's when that mall got hood. That's when that mall got hood. It became like
Oh,
a hood ass
don't
nice
blame
mall.
us for that.
And then hey,
Don't put it on New Orleans. Don't put it on New Orleans.
it got kind of sweet, man. All the sweet tea was ran out of there when they got there.
Look,
No more sweet tea in Lennox Mall.
I was
Katrina
talking,
victims got there.
and then it's just like, man, that mall, man, is like, man, it's too much going on, man. I was talking to somebody a couple months ago. She's like, hey, I gotta take my daughter up to Lennox Mall. You know, she get out there. They get up there. She's like, you know, there's metal detectors up here. I'm like, man, this mall hood now because they don't want Lil Durk to get into a fucking shootout while he getting a Gucci belt.
Man, bro, they don't want Lil Durk, they don't want Lil Baby, they don't want no rapper to get into it. And the reason that happened because, like I said, everybody goes to that mall. You feel me? So,
big facts.
like all the scammers, robbers, whatever the case, they know all the celebrities going to the one.
That's right.
You
Big
know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Okay.
I mean, that's what it is for real. And then on top of that, you know, because all the opposition and all, like you said, everybody's at that mall. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just too easy. It's like, you know, people go there op hunting and they shopping. You know what I'm saying? They op shopping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you something that's crazy though. Like, you know, like mall shootings is not something new. Like I know a few mall shootings that happened when we was growing up, like in Greenbrier Mall and even the Shannon Mall for something. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the Shannon Mall.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's like now with that Lennox, it's like, damn, bro, like
That used to
this
be.
Greenbrier and the West End, like you know, on the west side, like what the hell going on up here?
See, because y'all don't understand. Lennox Mall used to be. Celebrities still be up in that bitch, but the difference is now, like, it used to be like they could go in there and they could walk around in there, right? And like you could kind of interact with them, and it wasn't like hood, so they felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember running into Usher up there. We ran into 3 6 Mafia up there, and you could chop it up, and like it wasn't like it is like now, where it's just like.
They rolled through that, but it probably got beef up security.
Man, yeah, you can't walk up on nobody. You're not walking up on, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's good? Like, the way it was, man, it was just different, man. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Like, you walk into a store, Usher just sitting there having a coffee, not necessarily with 4 people around him making a big deal. Like, man,
We used to goddamn Mason in that bitch back in the day.
Outkast, everybody, man. I see, you name it, man. We done met him, like casually met him. Not like we got a picture, we got an autograph, and it was a big deal. It was just like, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you up? You shop here too? Okay. It was like we was just chill, man. Everybody had a fucking camera phone. You feel me? Like, man.
Right.
It was
So,
way
you know,
different.
back then, think about it. Who actually had like a Kodak flash on at that moment? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like everybody just had that in their pocket as soon as you see somebody.
Look, let me tell you, I'm giving my age here, nigga, but my senior year in high school, nigga, the biggest record we was all buying, we all had 12s and shit. You had to have some 12s or some shit in your Chevy. And I had in mine, man, and we was riding around bumping that Hypnotized Camp Posse, like senior year, crazy. That was like,
Everybody was bumping that
going
shit.
stupid, right? And so I'll never forget this day, bro. I'll never for the rest of my life forget this day, bro. It was like 3 of my homies. Rest in peace, my homie Chaz. It was my homie Rico. We had this dude West with us. We go to the mall. We broke. And we ride up there bumping 3 6 Mafia. I swear to God. And we go up there, man. We just like, whatever. We gonna walk around the mall or whatever. We riding Hypnotized Camp Posse the whole way. We walk into the mall. And 3 6 Mafia. And they had an entourage with them. But it wasn't like security. It was just like, look, you know how you see like the album and they got the fucking whole clique. But you never see the whole clique together. Like, it was the whole fucking clique, man. They was passing out flyers to their own show, bro. And we went crazy. We was like, bro, we just rolled up here bumping y'all shit. If y'all wait here, we gonna go get the CD from the car. They didn't wait there. We went and got the CD from the car. We saw them niggas in the food court. They signed them shits. DJ Paul, we saw everybody, bro. That's how.
Hey, that's tight.
That's how Lennox used to be.
That's
Like they
awesome
would hit
too.
that mall before they did the show because they knew they can get some promotion off. You feel me?
Hell yeah. But look, I'm saying this here, man, hood shit. I just said the hood shit, but like, I'm saying this, I guess we can change the subject. You know how it was back in the day going on Lennox Mall. You ain't need really that much money on you. If you want to go shopping, cool. A lot of niggas just call the train, bro.
Yeah.
Catch the train there, have enough food to eat.
That's right. Enough money to eat
Yeah.
or whatever. And then no everything wasn't
Yeah.
designer. You know what I'm saying?
And get home. That was it.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Get some numbers. That was the goal. To literally get up there, get a number. Like you said, you might have enough money to get Marta home, eat you some food while you was up there, maybe catch a movie. That was it.
Wow.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
was it.
Straight up. Like you, but now, nigga, I'm not going that
That's back in high school days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different type of vibe there now, and I'm not gonna say which. And I know the good malls too. I'm not gonna tell, and I'll tell y'all, but I ain't gonna just put it out there for the public. You know, and I know you know her, but it's some great malls. But I ain't let y'all keep going to Lennox. All you tourist ass new motherfuckers.
Exactly. Enjoy Lennox.
I know the good malls.
Nah, man. Hey, man. Perimeter Mall be having that shit too now.
Hey, remember, hey, don't go there neither. That you can't even park, and they got the biggest parking lot, and you still be like, come on.
That's kind of
Man.
cool. That's kind of. Hey, is North Can closed or still open?
I mean, it's a movie theater with a food court.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
It's a mall. I don't even want to put it out there like that, but I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna put it. I know I ain't got that many viewers anyway, so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there for all 30 of my viewers, man. You know what? And for y'all, man. You know what? If you in Atlanta, it's not really in Atlanta. It's like whatever Duluth. There, you got to go to the Sugar Loaf Mills Mall. That's one. That mall is crazy. Everything nice in there, and it's still seeing Sugar Loaf Mills, North Point Mall. You know what I'm saying? That's like Perimeter Mall, but smaller, but everything clean. It ain't crowded. It's out the way. You feel me? There's some other ones out there. There's some gyms, man.
What about Arbor Place?
Ooh, I don't even know if I've been there, man. It sounds familiar. I feel like maybe I've been there.
That's in Douglasville.
Oh no, that don't count for Atlanta. That's just too far. An hour drive outside Atlanta. It just got to just.
Why ain't the hour drive though? Douglasville an hour drive to Atlanta.
How far is it at Douglasville from Atlanta?
Probably about 35 minutes. You going 20 west, you running?
I guess you can put Douglasville. It just sounds further than it is, man.
No, I feel we say that shit. We say Douglasville, Atlanta.
You said that Ville at the end, bro. I'm like, I don't know, man, but I guess 35 minutes if you want to go. Hey. I guess, nigga.
It's about 20, hey, bro, listen, it's about 25 minutes from Fulton Industrial.
Okay. Alright, man. Club Babe, shout out to y'all, man. I haven't been there.
The wax, nigga, the wax.
Is that what it's called now?
Wax.
Oh,
No,
that's.
I'm talking about Club Wax, nigga, the Club Wax.
Never
That
been there.
back room. You never been to Club Wax?
Nah,
Alright, listen, don't get back in there, but they got a back room in there. You pay whatever, the whoop can go down. Go down, motherfucker.
Get your Deshaun Watson on.
Man, that's funny, man. I used to go to the Club Babes, man. Sean Watson be like, hey, massage me right here.
And the funny thing is, all 24 of the chicks said, okay, and took the money and said, hey, you know what? Since he want to leave and the Texas called us, we're going to say we felt uncomfortable to get some more money out of him. How about that?
Yup.
I'm
Get
like,
some more money out of him.
because y'all know the
the
messed up part about life is that the lawyers for Deshaun Watson can't just come out and say this in court. They can't say this shit. It's fucked up in life because it's true. They like, you can't say this and this shit will kill the case for the jury. They'll be like, look, man, these women want to make you seem like this man's a pervert because they massaged him. Excuse me. I hope you know that these women jack off motherfuckers for a living.
This is what they do.
Case closed, nigga. These bitches jack motherfuckers off for a living. They finish motherfuckers off for a
I
living.
don't care if it's 24 of them. I guarantee you, at least 20 of them are not innocent.
Your Honor, these funky assholes.
Jack guys off for a living, man. That's what they're doing, man.
His collar fell off. I just feel.
Your Honor.
I would love to see a man sue a massage therapist. I went in here for a massage. She went in there. I busted a nut. I feel disgraced. She took advantage of me. I'm married.
Right.
Like I would love to see a man do that shit.
She grabbed my balls and squeezed.
She was Asian. She knew I had a thing for Asian girls. It was fucked up, man. Like,
He too.
I will tell you though, no, seriously. I just want to say this seriously because somebody gonna see this and feel the type of way. Seriously, I really was a joke. Like me personally, like I actually enjoy going to get a real massage where I don't need to get touched or like you know what I'm saying. I don't need to get jacked off. But like if you work out or whatever, you play any type of sport like that, you actually need that. And I know that there's real massage therapists out there who ain't just jacking dudes off. So I hope y'all know we just clowning on this show and stuff. Like I know it's real massage therapists who out there, but it do be a lot of them that do that escorting and stuff like that, and that do jack dudes off at the end of the massage.
Of course.
But I know that they don't all do that. As a matter of fact, like I said,
but here's the thing, ball guy. The one you talking about actually work for sports teams. These are IG hoes.
Or they work at like them official like massage envy where you get a couples massage. You know what I'm saying?
But these are IG hoes.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. These are instant death.
These are IG hoes.
What do you do for a living? Well, see, I take my pictures. Okay.
Look. I'll make it easy for you. You have an actual model, and then you have an IG model. It's a difference.
Big difference.
It's a big by the way, you're not a model, right? If you don't, let me explain something. Like, you should have something to demonstrate. Like, hey, here's this magazine. Look, I'm on page 14 with that cologne. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hey, that's my hand. I'm a hand model. Look at this ring, this picture of this ring ad. If you don't have that, if all your work is on Instagram, you're not a model.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. That's just how
That's how I'm working with it, bro. That's how I'm going when I'm going off. I've been following this shit closely. I just laugh at how the TV try to spend it, how the media try to spend it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, so anybody could come out and say, so now these dudes just hit for 200 million. Now 5 more victims that came out. Now explain to me what was the 5 million doing before he got his money?
Exactly.
Giving them massages.
Nobody else.
Yeah, they can't. They gotta work one at a time. They gotta get them as they come.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? Yeah, it was the one time, I massaged him and he got done. He put the clothes on and stretched his leg out way to the left. And I saw a print and it just ruined my day. I just cannot massage another person ever again.
Man,
That's what it sounds like to me.
Look, for real, I'm not trying to be perverted when I say this, but like, and I say this shit and I'm not gonna do it, but and I'm not famous, but like, man, if you was famous, you almost have to like record all your if you're a famous man, you almost gotta record all your encounters with women. Like if you gotta, you need a camera in your car from when you drove her home, so she don't try to say, in case you try to say you fondled her in the car. You gotta have cameras in your home so that they know the sex was consensual. If the question come up later, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we recorded that sex, and you gotta make sure that you got something posted or that you let her know, like, nah, we recording this. Like, you think about it. You a dude and you going in to get a massage room. It almost gotta be like, nah, I gotta have a private room in my house where I have a massage table with a camera, and the massage therapist gotta come to me, and we're gonna record this encounter. So if a question come back up, I can be like, no. Let's run it back. I got a massage. I laid on the table. You know what I'm saying? And nothing else happened, man. She rubbed me down, and it was a good massage. Like, you almost got to do that shit, and that's fucked up as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's kind of fucked up.
It really is.
That's what we got with it now, though. Phil?
Guess what, though, fellas? And I want all y'all to smile on this shit. Johnny Depp, God damn it, won for us. He won one for us. He's the first man to win the argument.
I did see that.
I think my man was dealing with a crazy bitch. Period.
Did you see her? Did you see her?
So,
she had the crazy bitch cut with the half shaved off. Oh, that's definitely that's the I'm gonna dyke for 2 weekends haircut, man.
I shot her with hell, bro. Like, man, she was shot out.
She put that
no, but you gotta understand. If you literally take a dump, right, in somebody's bed, right?
Yeah.
Is that not kind of crazy to you?
Right.
I mean,
It is.
She had.
I swear to God. And funny thing, No, I'm just saying. It's just my thing was it was just crazy how far she was willing to go. Like she really was thinking that just because she's a woman, especially a white woman, that she can literally do what she wants and get away with it.
Yeah.
Like that is crazy. Like you getting caught with cocaine in the courtroom, you snorting in the courtroom. Is nobody
You
telling
saw
about
that?
that? Yeah.
She snorted cocaine in the coke room.
She for sure took a bump right there in the court of
Right
law.
there in the court of law. Nah, ain't nobody blink an eye. Nobody said nothing. They ain't make social media. It ain't go viral.
The arrogance. The
Yeah.
audacity.
The audacity, my nigga.
Man, you know, it was a lot of that was a win for us, man, because you know she was hoping he settled. She was looking for a come up, and the real come up was you had already met Johnny Depp. If you just played your position, you're good. Even you know what I mean. But it's always got to be that greed when you crazy like that, you know. Shout outs to you, Amber Heard, and she was suing him for $7 million. Now she got paid $15 million. She ain't worth $15 million. That means you broke now.
Yeah.
She got 15 million. She's on good
She ain't got $15 million. Name one movie. Name one movie she did. Quick, top of your head.
Aquaman.
I can.
Okay, now name the second one. You think you
No,
get
no,
15 million off your
everybody
first
talk about
movie?
that movie. Go to the next one.
You think you make 15 million off your first movie, whatever, even if it was the biggest hit in the world? Name no actor ain't never made 15 million in their first movie, even if their
That's
first
the
movie
movie
was
this
fucking.
money though. That's 15 million a movie.
You ain't nobody made 15 million in their first movie. Promise you. You said it's not her first movie. I'm sorry.
Well, like a supporting role.
Nah, that ain't happening. That's lead actor money. That's Tom Hanks. Like Will Smith make 20 million a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So stop it. She ain't got that money, man. I guarantee.
Yeah.
If she had that kind of money,
It'd be
she would have
like
acted
that.
crazy with him trying to sue him for that for like half that type of money. Like, I'm trying to think of somebody who really rich, you know what I'm saying? But like, what's her name? Who made the Who Goes On song? Celine Dion. Celine Dion won't waste her time suing somebody for like $7 million. She's worth like $300 million. You see what I'm saying? She's like, it's okay.
Right.
You know, you broke bitches.
Right. Right.
Corey Holcomb.
Hey. Corey Holcomb. Oh shit. What you gotta say about it?
Like, what that nigga doing now?
It's a question, man. It actually is a question, and it's not the same question a lot of people probably wonder about Corey Holcomb, but it's this, man. One, Corey Holcomb has this thing, man. It's kind of like really obvious if you just go on YouTube and click any video, and then click any next video, and not in any special order, right? Because he has thousands of like podcasts and stuff, right, and stand-ups on YouTube. I challenge y'all to do this personally. Just randomly go look at like 10 different. His show is called the 5150 podcast. Type in 5150, and then randomly just look at like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes tops of like 5 different episodes. Okay, Corey Holcomb is always talking about what's gay, bro. Like all the time, bro. He's always talking about like this nigga's gay, that nigga's gay, this nigga's, and then he always gets really specific. He'll be like, this nigga likes licking asshole. This nigga likes this nigga really likes. I don't even can't repeat. Like I can't really think of the exact way he be phrasing, but he always gets really vivid. Yeah, you do. Am I making this shit up right now? You know what I'm saying?
I use a little like too fixated.
Bastard, man.
I'd be like, why are you always talking about this shit, bro? Always, and it's like you. I'm gonna let y'all go. Mm-hmm.
Well, me being an avid listener for Corey Holcomb from like 09 to now, bro, he always touch on that. And my thing be, if I could quick question, was you in the bedroom when these two niggas were doing this, or you just assume? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get exactly what you're saying. Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
but that wasn't even the topic. I just thought of that while I was bringing up his name. Like he always it's like it always goes there first over anything. It's like if you even disagree with him, that's where he goes. You know what I'm saying? If you just
It be on his brain.
yeah, it's weird, man. But the question was, man, who was a Corey Holcomb fan? Like how? Not y'all, but specifically, but like, what is a Corey Holcomb fan? A Kevin Samuels fan? Like.
I mean, that's a good question. Like, what's the demographic of a Corey Holcomb fan?
Yeah, I feel like it's 40-year-old white man.
I thought about that, honestly.
Nah, I go to these shows, man, and Corey Holcomb fans are just the hood niggas, bro. Hood niggas and hood bitches.
Yeah.
That's his demographic.
Okay.
Like across the board. like upper middle class, like high class women and shit.
Yeah.
Of course, you got some people high class who kind of like that hood shit, but a lot of them they don't like them. A lot of the high class niggas they don't like them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So his main demographic is the street. You know what I'm saying?
And he talks about women, not literally, but he talks about women like he's a pimp. He talks about women that he's like, man, I tell these women they come and go. You know, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. She come stay with me, man. Listen now, and I'm like, bro, but realistically, like you the type of dude that like you're mainly gonna get women off your status and you know the money that you have. And when you attract women that way, like that means you're the type of man that you're gonna keep a woman, but I mean, she's gonna be messing around on you. You know what I'm saying? You're not really calling no shots. You know, she might play her position type of thing. You know what I mean? But like, no woman is with Corey Holcomb like. she got other dudes getting at her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
And she got time on her hands while he on the road and doing podcasts and doing shows. So I see the way that he talks, but I don't really feel like he actually be living the way that he be talking. You know what I'm saying?
See, I kind of think he do because he a big ass trick. He'll tell you he a big ass trick.
Okay, fair point. So you think he ain't? But see, that's what I'm saying though. It's okay to, and I respect for him to like whatever admitting that, right? But I think it's like being a trick isn't the same as being a pimp. You're saying I'm paying for time from women is not the same as I'm such a great guy, I'm so cool or whatever it is that women are around me because they want to be around me. You see what I'm saying?
But guess what though, man? See, the thing is, you shoot for females that's on a higher caliber than you do. See, he shoot for the whole that's still damn near get Section 8. The Family Dollar working bitch, the Bertha Coke factory working bitch.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole he trying to fuck on. You see what I'm saying? So he can conquer them and rule them, and they will listen to every word. Like a bitch for confidence, he'll tell you, I don't like fucking with hoes that got confidence because I can't control it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's weak,
Which I
man.
did.
That's a weak dude. That's a weak person,
wild,
man. And I catch a lot of weakness from it. And if you look, man, it's like every episode or every person that he's done that show with, he's falling out with. Like over the years, he don't have nobody that was originally with him. They all fall out with him. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah, definitely. And see, the thing is with him is, I kind of feel like his situation, the reason it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say like the reason that is what it is because he burnt every bridge in Hollywood and realized I'm stuck here. I can't go no further than where I'm at. So of course, like as soon as one of them guys feel like they're getting traction and they kind of like moving onward or upward, he get bitter about that shit.
Right. You right. That nigga burned every bridge.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing with him, man, because truth be told, he's one of the funniest niggas I ever heard. And he can actually act, and he does good in movies. But my nigga, you can't be dissing everybody in Hollywood, bro.
Everybody.
That's not how it works. Back in the G.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you diss every comedian. You know, say some shit about Samuel L. Jackson in the past. You know, say some shit about Morgan Freeman in the past. You said something about Jamie Foxx in the past. You know what I'm saying?
He was friends with Jamie Foxx and on Jamie Foxx's podcast.
Yeah, he started there, but of course they fell out. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Said some shit about Mike Epps at one point. It's like, bro, like you throw shots at everybody but Kevin Hart, Nick Cannon, and Tyler Perry and Will Packer.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's almost like the nigga was sabotaging himself on purpose.
Yeah.
Could be that too.
Meth Bleak versus Jewels.
I think Miss Bleak can take it, bro. Because the first two Miss Bleak albums are actually decent.
Okay, you're tripping.
Who got the best records, man? Who got the best records they can do? It's gonna be Jewels.
Nah, and them Bleak albums was dope. I ain't gonna lie, I had them all. You feel me? My nigga, he ain't got as many hits as Jewels, or even like affiliated with as many hits.
Okay, here you go. Jewel got features. Don't say he got hits. He had features. I guess we're gonna play Old Boy 5 times, right? We're gonna play Harry Ma 3 times as well, too, right? Fuck ain't popping like I think he is, man. He got some hits, but Like that Memphis Bleak shit was like homegrown, man.
It was. I give you that. But
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm still picking Joel stuff.
I ain't gonna lie though, like Joel, it's kind of louder than Memphis Bleak though, but you gotta be a fan of that shit back in the day. That's like Memphis Bleak.
No. Shit, here's the thing, man. Like I remember kind of being like kind of a Myth Bleak. I remember buying that. Like Myth Bleak is what?
Yeah, that was too.
But
That
like-
song was hard.
But Joel's has just got better.
What you think of that?
That shit ain't gonna win it. Ain't gonna no further Rap City in your bedroom. Tell the truth. That shit don't win.
What's wrong with that, son?
Rap City in your bedroom. Nowhere else.
Nigga said from Rap City to your
Here's Joel's problem though. How many solo songs did he do?
Yeah,
How many songs can he do that ain't Cameron and Jim
Yeah,
Jones?
he had the mic check. He had his Santana time. Did set.
That was hard.
Okay.
That was hard.
Okay. I'll give you that. Yep. So he at least got them joints right there, man.
Yeah, that's it. Like I said, his songs are louder than Memphis Bleak is. I ain't
Way
gonna lie.
better. I mean, his songs are straight bangers. Joel, let's be real, man. Like,
Yeah.
Myth Bleak songs was hangers. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, for the you in the
It's
crib.
acquired taste. It's acquired taste.
You listen to Memphis Bleak after you like you know what I'm saying? You like take the cat out. After you bathe the dog, man, you listen to Memphis Bleak, we reflecting and shit. Alright, man, I dig
Right.
that.
Hey, but look though, man. But listen, like the only knockout punch he got is that round here.
Yeah,
I never really liked that song, man.
Okay. Well, what you tripping? Alright, I was about to ask who y'all think got the
Is
best
that your
person?
chick? Is that your chick? That's what you gonna say? Is that
I
your
was gonna
chick?
say who you think got the best person around here?
Oh, you
T.I.
know me, nigga. Tip killed that
T.I.
shit.
had the best verse.
Easy
But
tip.
still, the song was still
You
weak.
got a lot of
though.
blame right here. Go ahead and say trick. Go ahead and say trick, nigga. Go ahead and say trick, nigga. I say trick.
Hey, that's the MIA.
I love it, the trick, nigga.
You gotta respect it.
Nah, Tip killed that though.
That's
Ooh,
real,
alright.
man. That's real. That's funny. And whose song was that again?
Around here. If
Oh,
you go
see?
back and watch the video, you see like a young Rick Ross up in there.
Really?
Right.
Yup.
Was he skinny?
Hey, quick question. Light and Blade.
Yeah.
Light and Blade. Like you been from Miami. Did you see Ross becoming the man he became today? Did you see that back in the day?
Nah.
Like Blaze ain't been to jail.
Nah, I knew he was gonna be, somewhat of a big rapper, but I didn't know he was gonna be doing, making the moves as far as what he's doing with his house and all the different investments and stuff that he got. I didn't know he was gonna be doing it on that level.
That nigga's definitely on another level now. You feel me?
Nah, he is. But all right, next question. Did you ever think he was better than Trick when he first came out?
Nah.
Okay.
Buddy Roll.
Because of his background.
Hey, who was Buddy Roll?
Buddy Rowe is one of the dudes that's down with that moved up in the street that was down with Bowie Boys and stuff like that. Bowie Boys was one of the cliques that was making moves like in the late '90s. You know what I'm saying? It was like real hitters.
Alright, cause bro, we used to be yelling at in DC not knowing what we was talking about.
Yeah. Now, if you remember some of the videos, his first video, I think was the Push to the Limit.
Yeah.
The Bowie Boys on it.
Yeah.
The dude Bowie is in jail. He sent a note like, "Hey, don't be, you reckon Bowie Boys like he's one of us, but you're not."
That's what you tell Rick Ross? Alright.
Yeah.
Rough.
Hey, I think Rick Ross is the biggest representative of Booby Boys. got them monsters, boy.
He'll take around some dudes, but him himself not.
No, I'm just talking about he got some big boobs, nigga.
But then he did the same thing with Meech.
Big,
Right.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And he did the same thing with Rick Ross.
I love that song, and I kind of get like he probably shouldn't have whatever that came out with that shit. But I feel like nigga, you wasn't gonna make that song. How the hell you gonna have Cheesy on the feature? You got Style feature.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been hard. in my opinion.
I agree.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
it would have been the way it was supposed to be. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now I was curious to know, bro. When I was growing up, I went to college in Jacksonville, bro, for a year, and around that time, like 01 and some shit, Trick Daddy was still that nigga, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So of course, in that school, it's HBCU. So it don't take shit to get into that school. So the goddamn school went down to South Florida, got all y'all motherfuckers from goddamn Miami, Lauderdale, Pompano, and West Palm. And brought y'all ghetto ass nigga to Duval, nigga. The Lord, that motherfucker every other week, boy. That shit was going down back in the day between Duval and Dade County, boy. No count. Oh God. But like that's how, like I said, that's how I got put up by all that shit, that shit way back when. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was asking the questions.
Yeah. The only difference is Trick is most certified, in the street. Everybody knew him before he was Trick, you can check his fact sheet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Raw, a little bit different. He ain't really make moves like that. He just associated himself around those type of dudes. So you know what I'm saying? That's why Trick get a little bit more love, you know what I'm saying? And Dade County as far as Rock. No disrespect to Ross. And he still get respect, but Trick always gonna get the love, you know what I mean?
And let's not forget how this nigga Rick Ross was lying about being the CEO. Like, nigga, just admit it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nigga, bro, if anybody been like, CEOs ain't shit.
Right. I don't even know. It wasn't like he was a cop.
Right. That's not a cop.
Like, yeah, I was a CEO. You ain't even got to say it. I was a
like,
creepy
the
CEO.
nigga just lying about it and lying about it. It's like, yeah, you looking suspect.
Right.
That. And people accept anything. You can come out and be like, yeah, I was a cop. Yeah, I did that shit so I can learn all the motherfucking police codes when I was just the radio. I know what the fuck is going on.
There you go. And then the energy would have kept on going. Next question. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Well, it also shows a difference from how, like, I feel that the industry was back then versus now. Like, if that would have been like Nas Touch now, people would have just been like, Kanye Shrug, like, okay.
Exactly.
He's a collection officer, so, But when it initially happened, everybody was like, what you mean? He was a CEO, So,
Right. Right.
Hey, that was like high key a turning point in like modern hip hop though. Cause like niggas let that slide. Like the 90s, whatever, like that would have been the end of that nigga's career. But it's like, but that was the first time. That was the first time niggas talking that. Well, it don't matter. It's just about the music. The music is good.
Well, but look though, but we can't say that though. If everybody was saying, it wasn't about that shit back in the day.
Okay, I feel you. But niggas ain't have the picture and the negative of a nigga's like actual reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I think with Sharon, that guy that day, he got that piece of paper, wasn't he? That nigga was smiling, wasn't he?
Yup. That nigga was happy.
Mama, I made it.
Did something with my life.
Did something with my life. It's funny, man. Question, man. If you let's say you had the opportunity to bring back like one falling off rapper, who do you bring back?
You said falling off rapper?
Yeah.
Good question.
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
You mean like his career's over or dead?
Somebody who just maybe they ain't, maybe they just ain't had a hit in a while,
Give me Dro.
Yeah, I can say Dro. I feel like Dro sabotaged himself. But I would kind of say if I can bring back Jock, I bring him back after that first album drops where he can actually focus and pick up what he left off at. I won't want to bring him back in today's time because I was telling everybody when he dropped that second album, around the time like shit was like Jeezy wasn't dropping nothing. It was like and Charlotte Lowe like season just stopped. It was like nigga, you got the whole city to yourself right now, and you dropped the biggest piece of shit ever. You know what I'm saying? And it just did it for him. I'm like, bro, like you really you killed your own shit. The first album, like everybody was bumping that first album. I don't give a fuck who you is, what you was, nigga. The street niggas were bumping it, the hoes were bumping it, like nigga had real emotion back then. You know what I'm saying? So I say that, of course. Like I said, of course, Dro. If I could think of another rapper that fell off, I'd say Spice One. Spice One.
Hey, Spice, that's a good one. Give me Rich Boy too.
Yeah.
I like
That's a
Rich
Rich Boy.
Boy. Yeah.
That's gonna be one of my choices, Rich Boy. Yeah.
I was gonna say Spice One.
What I can think of, I won't say he fell off, but I just want to see him come back and make more music. Is 3 Stacks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, I didn't even think about 3 Stacks. I'm like,
That's
I
a
didn't
good
say
one.
the nigga fell
That's
off.
a good one.
Yeah, you got a whole lot, man. You got for a miracle.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna go
gonna
for Rich Homie Quan.
That's too much.
Rich Homie Quan. So I'm good.
I think Rich Homie's bad to come back though.
Yeah, that nigga just dropped a song today.
Yeah, I listen to him. I'm just saying the run he had with Thug during like the whole Rich game, you know.
Yeah.
With Baby. That's a classic fucking album, Mouth. I don't care what nobody
I
says.
should, to be fair, you know what, Rashid Latif? I have never listened to that album, so I can't shit on your opinion right there. I've never heard it. I gotta listen to that album, to be fair, man.
Right.
Because you sound pretty
Nah, it's too
convinced.
hard. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like that Corner Thug shit. You know, we older, but that shit had them hoes fucking with it heavy. Like heavy.
It did.
Like it really had them hoes on that shit heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like
That nigga's getting their haircut different.
I never get it, but you know,
Haircut different.
that's right. I never get that shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like that album you talking about was definitely had some bangers on it. Like for real. Like it was a real motion back then.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, let me add Johnson. Let me get your opinion on something.
What up, homie?
You know, Wack 100 kind of said some little snitch shit about Future, man.
What happened? What was that?
What shit?
Oh no, it wasn't there. It wasn't nothing but a little shit. I think it's that nigga.
Well, Wack be
Oh,
listening to
thank
everybody for the clout, man. He the
Yeah,
fat
man.
soldier boy.
Yeah. Nah, but basically, he was just saying that you know, like Future said it's one dimensional. You got to be high to get it or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't wrong.
One-dimensional.
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
Yeah, one dimensional. You know what I'm
Future is
saying?
kinda
But I ain't gonna lie to
one-dimensional,
you, bro. I seen Future perform, bro.
Me too.
The crowd be lit.
You
So
saw
I
it.
yeah.
don't know what you talking about.
Yeah.
Man, that nigga whack at the feds.
I mean, like, for real, I ain't know if Future hated because I got a bunch of his songs on my title playlist, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if you just honest, shit, I mean, it is kind
I'm
of
not
like one
the biggest Future
dimension.
fan either, though.
What you got?
I said I'm not the biggest Future fan either. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
yeah, I just got his new shit is on my title, some of his new shit on my playlist, but it's like, every song is about, like, he fucking bitches, right? Like, he's using the same kind of auto-tune, like, I mean, it's kind of one-dimensional, you know what I'm saying? Future ain't gonna make no song about, like, his dead homies,
No, you're not.
you know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, but look, he was trying to compare him to Drake performance. And I'm like, well, shit, ain't Drake kind of one-dimensional nigga? Shit.
That I don't agree with, you know, because
First of
Drake
all, that nigga Future helped Drake's career immensely. Because that whole What the Time to Be Alive, nigga, that was a Future album.
But say what you want, but
That
Drake,
whole
a
run,
Drake
like,
concert though, he could do an
honestly,
R&B song, he could do
The whole-
a club banger, he could do the We More Gangster Than You song, you know what I'm saying? He can do the, you know what I mean? Like, he got some range, to be fair. His
Future
catalog.
one of the most versatile artists out.
Yeah, so his show
They
ain't
gotta
gonna
even
be
go
one
right for Beyonce.
Right. So, I don't know, man. Like, Future, you kind of get and Future's a vibe, don't get me wrong. It's okay if you one-dimensional because you got your lane, and when you in that vibe, like you said, Hurt, like when you going to that show, or even when you just, you know, you riding, you got your fucking drink, nigga, you fucked up. Like, it's a vibe, you know? It is
Right.
cool. But it's not for everybody all the time, you know what I mean? That's why I say it's one-dimensional, you know?
Right. I agree.
Yeah,
But I was just curious about that, man. But I'm starting to see, though, man, some damn chicks and white 100 armor, man. I think Jay Prince got to get from a little bit, man.
What happened there?
Shit, man. Of course he won the $1 million one for game with Gilligan and Wallow.
Yeah.
And now Wack making shit I see on YouTube talking crazy about about Gilligan and Wallow, talking about he got to see them now. Like he's gonna highlight them about that show some one-on-one shit. I'm like, so you mad at them niggas because they allow Jay Prince to talk how you want to talk on their show?
Right.
Right.
But
You know what I'm saying?
when y'all,
Like, you know, now all of a sudden, you know, he's basically talking like, damn man, we see him, like they gonna hit basically. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what you mad for, bro? Like you check the nigga who got there who said this shit. You trying to check them folks.
listen,
And
but
then Jay Prince, he went to the West Coast and got on the Dub C and CJ Mack podcast, still talking shit. on the West Coast.
For real.
Shout out to
Yeah.
CJ Mack. I just listened to his old album the other day, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think like Jay Prince is showing Wack, like, nigga, I could be where you at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ain't shit you can do but get on Clubhouse and talk about it, nigga. I'm right here. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Wack is like the
Yo,
little.
cause Suge used to do security for Jay Prince. So it's like, nigga, I put your big homie on, nigga.
Bro,
Right.
Wack to me seemed like an internet gangster. Like he seemed like somebody who had some real street cred, but like he took it to a point that he turned himself into an internet gangster. He just be chasing whoever name in the headlines to me, like
Yo.
and
Right.
throwing shots. Whoever, like, and he don't even follow up on old beef. You ask him about some nigga he was talking about 2 months ago, he gonna be like, man, whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he ain't on shit, man. He one of them dudes. He did something back. You one of them cats. You still getting by off some shit you did 15 years ago. Like maybe you did catch a body. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you did put in some work. But you ain't did nothing recent. You online. You on Clubhouse every day. You ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody knows the BGs. The young niggas, they don't give a damn about that shit. That legendary shit. They don't give a fuck what you did. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, we don't know him on the set. We don't know him around here. He ain't did nothing. And
Right.
you're an internet gangster, bro. You know what I mean? Nobody knows you out there. I guarantee, man. You on some old 1995. I was the coldest. Man, I don't care. They'll knock your big fat lumpy ass out, boy.
All the way out. All the way.
Right.
And then talk about it on Clubhouse.
Come on, tell that shit and put it on. Like, come on now.
Looking like a red lobster biscuit. In the face.
Red Lobster.
Motherfucker.
Looking like a red lobster biscuit.
Yes, indeed.
Bro, you ever heard somebody be like, man, I ain't going out like Willie Lump Lump. Man, that nigga look like Willie Lump Lump.
Yup.
Yeah, like,
We
bro,
finally figured out who Willie Lump Lump was.
looking like Willie Lump Lump face ass nigga, man.
Exactly.
Wack 100 look like he got the best rib recipes.
I get it wrong to you.
Hey, Wack 100 look like he got a sweater that matches his jogging pants.
Hey, look, funny thing is, right? We can be on here roasting them, right? And record and get some. Who them niggas here? Who them niggas here? They ain't nobody. I mean, what's funny them niggas for? I mean, I got more money than them niggas.
Right.
We don't care about your money. We talking about your face.
Hey,
Yeah, and nigga, everything we said was true, nigga.
Exactly.
hey, why Wack 100 look like Uncle Phil in the episodes we had a knot on his head?
Look like a horse ball hit him in the face. Motherfucker.
Was
Nigga look like when Tommy for Hitman Hearns.
Right, exactly. Jigga, no. Swilling went down, Jigga. It went down a little bit. Fuck out of here, nigga.
that nigga Wack 100 look like he eat cheese eggs with everything. Yo, these
I
cheese
was
eggs.
gonna tell you, nigga, bro, every fade you took, you like you lost, nigga. You like you ain't won that one fade, nigga. Not one. Not one.
For real.
You need some reconstructive surgery on your face, nigga. When they hold me the BBL, you need to get something, you get the BBL on your face or something.
Looking like Bosco.
Oh my gosh, yo. Hey, who was that rapping nigga that was Bandman, Kivo, somebody.
Bandman Kivo, yeah, he a snitch.
That just got like the liposuction or whatever.
Oh, Lord have mercy, man.
Bandman Kivo.
One of them niggas on IG said, one of them niggas, I'm not on IG, one of them niggas on BX said, this nigga got a HBL.
Ban that shit, bro. You should ban that, bro.
For real,
Ban that shit, bro. Hey, look. You need to kick it, bro. While y'all laughing, a lot of niggas is gonna low key do that shit. All they gonna do is do curls every day.
Yeah, no,
They're gonna do curls every day. Get their hair done.
yo.
It look
No,
good.
but
PBL.
Yeah. Like,
That's crazy.
shit, nigga, boy, I'm finna go ahead and get my body done, nigga.
From
That shit so crazy in here, we hear that shit a lot, don't it? I'm just gonna get my body done.
I'm about to go get this work. Hey, I'm about to go get this work.
Niggas finna start applying to the DR for other reasons.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit. Is Jalen Brown hurt? Come on, Marietta, Georgia, get up, Jalen Brown.
Hey, hold on. No score. Hey, no spoilers. No spoilers though. No spoilers.
I ain't gonna spoil it. I literally just turned the game back on myself.
But that's crazy,
Yeah, man.
But
Man, you say, goddamn, Draymond, boy, Draymond, man.
hey, no spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Donkey face ass nigga,
No spoilers. No spoilers.
He ain't spoiling it.
Oh, okay. Hey, but
Yeah, I ain't saying four. I ain't saying no
Oh,
four,
okay,
bro.
okay,
I
it's
got you
up.
on that.
but man, let me ask what y'all watching, man? Ain't nobody watching no new shows? And anybody watching The Boys, man? What's good, man? What's good on TV, man? Anybody even watch TV anymore?
Nothing really, my nigga. I just been watching old episodes of Martin. Somebody, man, what else you supposed to watch?
That's
man?
on every black
Man,
person's house.
I got a
Every
wife,
black
man.
person.
I watch that bullshit she be watching, man.
What kind of bullshit your wife watch, man?
That's what we call spending quality time. When y'all get a wife, y'all understand that shit. Them
Okay.
little shows and shit.
What kind of bullshit does she watch? The Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that?
Yeah, I watch some of that shit, man.
Hey, heard how many years you been married, bro?
That's going on 3.
Nice.
Yeah, going on 3. Yeah,
I think I might maybe like a year and a half, 2 years away from myself.
I tell you what, man, if she worth to go for it, bro. If not, do your thing, man.
Yeah,
Hey, I fucked up a whole lot to get it where I'm at right now, goddamn.
Yeah.
Trying to tell
Hey,
you,
Herb,
I
how long
fucked
did
up a whole lot.
you know your girl before y'all got married, Herb?
I've been with her off and on for like over about 8 years, 8, 9, 10 years.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So y'all went through a lot of stuff before.
Right, y'all
y'all
niggas knew each other.
Yeah. You know I ain't shit.
Shut up, nigga.
Yeah, that's the word though, man. Like for real, bro. You ever meet a chick? I can't say by now. Like a couple years, 2 years ago, like you tell the chick, "What's up, man? Woo, get my name. I'm letting you know I ain't shit right now." For some reason, you get a different response. You be right surprised. You be right surprised.
You're actually
what kind of
right.
response you would get. You know what I'm saying? Because for some females, they're like a challenge. You know what I'm talking about? And they be want to see, can I really prove that you ain't shit or you just bullshitting me? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't
That's
wrong.
true.
You know what? You 100% right. Like and it's just something about also the honesty they got. So they used to dudes trying to present, the perfect dude to them, and then when it's just kind of refreshing sometimes when they just say, like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, like. Whether you say I ain't shit or you just like, here's my flaws right here. They kind of like that better than, dudes. It's like, I read, I write, I've got this, I've got degrees.
Yeah.
Like, all right, nigga. Like, I cook, I shine shoes.
Honestly, always the best though, you feel me?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, you ain't got a lot of cake, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
And that was the bullshit I was doing though, and it was working. I was laughing like hell, like, yeah, what's up, man? My name hurt, I ain't shit by the way, but what's your name? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
And she started laughing, so we started laughing. Got it.
got it.
What that nigga 50 say, I wink my eye to the chick, if she smiles, she gone.
Yeah. Trying to tell you.
They just showed this nigga Jada all up in the crowd. I'm like, it's cool to see this D-block ass nigga just living life and chilling.
Jada Kiss. Oh, shit. Man,
Nah, you right about that. See, I don't mind seeing them niggas, like, to me, D-Block, the Lots per se, and Jock, and the only niggas from Bad Boys who I see just living life cooler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I don't know if y'all know, but, Jock, he got a couple clubs in the city, got a run stop in the city, plus on the radio.
Yeah, because it's to the point now where, like, he pretty much, like, made more money off of everything else besides music, huh?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't down bad like 112 and Carl Thomas and Mace and Loon and goddamn G Dep and
Hey, time out. Hurt, time out.
Oh my bad.
Nah, I was gonna say, nigga, would you have done what this nigga G Dep did?
Fuck no.
You feel me?
You gotta do a good job to come get me home.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, just like my father told me, nigga, some things are between you and Jesus.
That's it. You know, I just had nightmares for the rest of my life, but guess what?
Wait, what?
I just had nightmares for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? like that kind of traumatizing situation, you know, always like that shit always play back in your mind every now and then, if not every night. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on, Bog, you know what this nigga G Dep did?
Nah.
Oh, alright, so this nigga called a body when he was young.
Oh,
like,
pause. I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember this story.
90s.
You saying he got away with it, but then he's the one who went back and snitched on his stuff like 20 years later,
Yeah,
right?
like decades later, yeah.
That's a L. I don't care how you, man. If it's really a heavy, it's a W.
That's that drug though, because you know he's on that dope real heavy, and that conscience started to eat at him. You know what I'm saying? While you
Absolutely right. Yeah,
You right.
absolutely. That nigga was not sober. You feel me?
If you had to eat me alive, man.
Hey, what you say, Hurt? You just about to have nightmares.
Fuck.
I had nightmares.
Hey, I'm just about to get a good sleeping pill prescription, man. Fuck what y'all talking about, man.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Or
I feel like I'm in jail every day. I wake up thinking about that shit.
hey, I just follow Mike Tyson around. I just follow Mike Tyson around insulting the shit out of him every time I'm ready to go to sleep, man. You a bitch. You a bitch, nigga. Do something. You a bitch. Yeah, really, nigga.
Right.
Like, I got him. Put me to sleep. That's exactly what I want.
Exactly. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, I don't need sleep.
Hey, I will say this though, but I'm like, to G that credit, the nigga probably get out within like the next 10 years. You know what I mean?
Is Willie?
That shit don't matter.
This a L. You know how it's a L? You ready for how it's a L, Johnny K?
Hey, it don't matter, Hurt.
It don't matter. Guess what? I still be damn doing shows, getting maybe 10,000 a show and shit. Living a regular life.
Think about this. Hold on. Keep game, y'all. This why it's a L.
Whatever you saying.
Yeah.
Fish and spaghetti.
Hey, look.
Already y'all fish shit spaghetti. That's fucking culture. I can talk
You know why it's a L no matter what, man? Because 20 years. Assume you get to live to be 100. Which 20 is the fucking 20 you willing to give up? You willing to give up the last 20 of your life, your freedom? You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good
years
question,
80
bro.
through 100. The last 20 years of your life. Is the first 20 you want to give up your fucking freedom? You know what I'm saying? What about 20 through 40? Like, is that the years you want to? Like, what about 40 through 60, where you might want to be chilling on the beach, retired? You want to give up that 60 through 80. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you want to be fucking locked up while you dealing with arthritis and you know what I'm saying, kidney issues and memory issues and shit. What's the 20? What's the 20 you willing to give up?
Bro, I'm gonna start using that question at parties, my nigga. That's a conversation topic right there. You feel me?
And niggas be like, man, I think I'll just go ahead and give up 0 through 20 because you can still come out through 20. You ain't even drinking age yet, nigga. You got hair on your nuts, nigga. And you
so look, it's a quick question, man. So like, is the prison gonna have like preschool and K-12 for you?
They got the same ass shit that they got in fucking, and like when you get locked up for real in your ass a kid, you get to go in basic ass prison school, nigga, where they just basically teach you to shut the fuck up and don't stab niggas.
Well, you gonna come out double jail at 20 years old.
You learn a whole lot of Bible, man. That's what you learn.
You gonna be tough as hell. You know what? You might know all your laws.
You gonna know numbers.
And the
For real
Quran.
though. Yeah.
Other than that, you gonna know shit else.
You gonna know their numbers, man. You know, man, people in jail gonna know how to like count and money and things of that nature, measurements. They really will. It depends. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna know about money. You know, even if you ain't.
Like you gonna know like how much a snap go for them little daily hit for.
Okay, you feel me? You gonna know about exactly like things like that nature, currency, what a cigarette's worth or whatever. I mean, just in general, you're gonna be okay with money, but I mean, certain skills you just can't.
So look, he got out of prison at 20, right?
Uh-huh.
And he want to get high in the streets, but he don't got money. He got a carton of cigarettes. You think that shit'll work?
Yeah, it'll work.
Ain't nobody thinking about
Bro, you asking the wrong question.
Nah,
You asking
somebody gonna take the cotton, bro.
Ain't nobody thinking that
Hey,
shit.
look. You asking the wrong question, bro. You 20 years old. You just got out, right? Think about this. You
Nigga
ain't.
said I got these 2 cheeseburgers.
But how about you ain't never talked to no woman?
They were trying to have the drugs. She be like, hey, like this ain't come out of balloon like your ass or nothing. You just like this.
You gotta ask.
Right.
You be like, so let me ask you this, man. They be like, whose shoes you had to shine and everything to get these get these blunts?
Right.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Well,
Right.
But yeah, I don't want to do that. But imagine coming out at 20 and you ain't never talked to no woman who wasn't like a CEO.
Yeah, that'd be hard, bro.
So quick question. So like, if you come out at 20 and you ain't never really been around, you ain't never like been around a woman, are you really gay?
Well, that depends. Here's the thing. You can go two ways with that. Like, right? You could go up 0 through 20 and you go, okay, this is who I'm around. And then you go, yeah, right? That's what you're trying. You go that way. But you could just develop like an asexual type of thing, right? Where you just kind of like, no, you kind of always is attracted to women. You ain't around them. So you just kind of like in that bit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really, you just like, no, I'm not identifying with that. I'm not messing with nobody. You feel me? I'm just, like,
I just
you ain't even thinking about it.
CEOs like real different.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, cause like when you come out of jail, man, a non-binary man.
Possible. But no, I would think like you would probably just be hitting on Big Bertha in there, the big CEO chick.
That's why it's important which 20 years you give up.
See, now look, and if you give up 20 through 40, not only are you giving up your like earning potential prime, you part of your earning potential prime, at least like the big first half of it, but I'll also say you definitely giving up your sexual prime. At like you want to be locked up 20 through 40, you definitely don't want to be locked up 20 through 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. And then you talk about raising kids and all that type of stuff. I don't know.
But here's the flip side, though. You come out around 38 years old. You know you go to jail. You don't age, right? You know you don't age. You go to jail, right?
I don't know about that.
No, they don't. I know a lot of F-times come out, but them motherfuckers look, man, younger than all of us with that thing.
What's your secret, nigga? Armed robbery.
Strong arm robbery, nigga. That should get your biceps right.
They look younger than all of us, and guess what? Old enough to be your daddy, young enough to fuck your mom.
That's not wrong. Okay, I feel you on that. Okay, so on the flip side, you've been inside from 20 through 40. So like, think about this now. You're 40. You're coming out and you're talking to women, people, whatever, and like you just don't understand any pop culture references from the last 20 years. Those songs come on. Motherfuckers will talk about The Wire and shit. You like, nigga, who's snitching?
Nah, look, imagine someone giving him an iPhone, bro.
He be sitting there like, you think it's a Game Boy and shit? What I do with this thing, man? I'm gonna play with this thing, man. Them goddamn boy, this thing, man. Yeah, so I don't know which one. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I knew which 20 I would give up. Honestly, it would be 80 through 100. You know why? Because I'll say this will be the one that I had the most chance of not having to do the whole 20. Nigga might fuck around and check out at 83 and be like, hey, I only have 83. Hell yeah. And plus, if you 80 in there, it's only two ways you're gonna do that 20 years if you really 80, right? You either gonna be one of them dudes who really old and like fragile, or you can be one of them dudes who like a fit old dude, and you either gonna be like respected enough that people don't fuck with you, fragile enough that people, you know, it's like a cold, you know, like nigga, don't nobody fuck with the old dude in the wheelchair, right? Or you just gonna get killed on your first like 2 weeks anyway. Your fragile old ass is gonna get choked out. Choke this nigga out.
Hey, Hey man, that's a good question, bro. That's a good topic, bro. No bullshit.
Good
Bro.
body question,
Like,
man.
bro, that's some shit, bro. You make motherfuckers think about that shit, bro.
It's like, damn, it's 20. Ooh. 60 through 80 ain't shit going on. Go ahead and take 60 through 80, man.
Right.
You say that, look, that sound cool until you live to be 60, and then you be like, hold on.
Hold on now.
This freedom thing still seems kind of cool.
Right.
For real.
I made you a little backwards. I'm kind of in good shape, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, for real, man. Like you just said about 20 through 40, that shit sound gravy until you realize, oh, okay, so really go back. You really saying 2 years after high school all the way up to fucking 40? Hell no. All
over 40, bro.
That was the funnest years of my life.
Your high school crush is fat as hell, man. She really is.
Your high school has been crushed. You old motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey, holla at my boy Johnny Cage, man. We appreciate you pulling up, man. Hey, we gonna probably wrap up a little early tonight anyway, so your boy can go and catch up on this game, man. But I would love to hear any final thoughts or any topics anybody think we should touch on before we wrap anyway, man.
I don't know, man. I think we damn touch on everything, but I just say, hopefully for the young dudes out here, man, y'all can't be bragging on trying to fuck everybody old lady, bro. Like, you know, cause females put niggas in bad predicaments all the time. And we all talk about, like, us risking our lives and shit. And females really ain't mind do something naive. They'll think that, like, they ex-boyfriend or baby daddy a lame and he won't do nothing. But men know we can never underestimate no female, no man, as in what he will or won't do, because he might just snap that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what? On the flip side of that too, I say to men, man, like, man, you know, dealing with women, man, you don't ever know as far as what you just don't know, man. You gotta just keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you gotta keep it cool, man, and keep a cool head, man. Don't let your head get too hot. When I really get the most mad, man, I just turn my phone off, man. So I try not to say some shit I don't mean. I'd rather hang up on a woman and make her mad I hung up than say some shit that I can't take back.
I'm getting better at that, man. It's
hey,
been
peace
a long
to my
time
man Rashid
bro.
Latif, bro. We appreciate you pulling up to the spit knot, man. He said that my bello got him fucked up, man. So shout out to him, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out Light and Blaze Indiegogo, man. Make sure y'all save that link, man. Drop that link, man. And I put it in the email as well. So, man, if you got 5 or more, anything, man, pass that along as well, bro.
Definitely.
Hurt, man. Light and Blaze, man. Appreciate y'all putting up another episode, man. And I'm going to definitely drop something off in there, man. So, shout outs to the homies, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all have a good one, bro.
Yep.